YouTube, what is up? Woo! Woo! I'm excited. What's up, you guys? Let me know who is in the comments, who is in the feed, who is hanging out here with me. I'm just pumped, you guys. All right. I had to watch a little bit of that game, you guys. We just freaking won. The Vikings won on a crazy pass, last attempt. Like, we don't know what happened with the Saints going on there, but we freaking won, you guys. Ah, I'm so pumped. We freaking won. Oh, man. No, I was just, again, I had to fix my computer, but part of me was okay fixing it because I was watching the little bit last bit of the Vikings game, you guys. We won. Yeah. I'm excited, okay? I'm a little excited. We freaking won. That was awesome. Woo, Diggs, man. So good. I'm pumped. I'm sorry. I'm a little late. I know I'm a little late, but that was kind of worth it. James, if you were watching, you understand that watching a little bit of that game was worth it. Oh, man. I thought we were done for. Woo! I'm pumped. I'm pumped. If you guys can tell, I'm a little pumped up right now. Heart's going. It was amazing, 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 man. That was awesome. So if any of you guys are from Minnesota, you can be happy. We won. Somehow, some way, we freaking won the game. Vikings are in the NFC Championship game. It's awesome. James said he was watching. Yeah, I'm pumped, you guys. Like the Saints is a good team, and like we should have beat them a lot better. We let them kick that field goal. We missed the field goal. Then we hit one. It was just like a crazy game, all right? Crazy. But we came up on top, and, man, I'm a happy camper. Hey, Jennifer. You know, Jennifer on the cloud, she says, go Patriots. You know, I always tell people I'm a terrible football fan because I like a lot of different people on a lot of teams. So, of course, I got to root for my hometown Minnesota people. But, I like players all over. I mean, I like the Patriots. I like, Aaron Rodgers. I like a lot of different teams, a lot of things. But I always got to get hyped for the Vikings for sure. So, I'm cutting into your listing time. I'm sorry, Mark. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, it is what it is. But anyway, you guys, I can't help it. I'm just pumped right now, and I'm sorry that I took a little bit to get here. But if you guys were watching the game, you guys would understand for sure how crazy it is. Jennifer says discount double check. What's up, Oz? Woo! But I'm a little pumped for that. Euro says, I only get excited about football when I get paid like that. Yeah. But you guys got to understand, like, that's intense. That game was intense. It was crazy. Super awesome. I tried not watching it. I tried to stay away from it just because that's how I am. And then, like, I kind of got towards the end. I got sucked in, and I'm glad I watched the most of it at the end there because it was amazing. But anyway, I know that's not why you guys are here, but it got me excited. It got me pumped up, like, woo! You should have saw me. I was like, yeah, doing the whole like crazy fan thing, just throwing my arms around. So it was awesome for sure. Red says only watch football for Super Bowl, and that's just for the commercials. I mean, do what you want, like what you want, but I'm just pumped, you guys. Like, it's crazy. Like, if we win the next game, Minnesota Vikings, I think it's the very first team to ever host the Super Bowl in Minnesota and play in it. That'll be the first time ever. We're one game away. We play the Eagles, so I hope we do good. I hope we good. Timmy's NFL channel. Welcome to NFL Timmy's channel. We're gonna go ahead and talk about the Vikings today. No, I'm just kidding. I can make one. I'll make you a sports channel. But anyway, you guys, sorry about that. I'm a little pumped, but hey, I'm a real person that likes things, okay? So I'm sharing some emotion with you guys right now. But anyway, easy win. Well, I'm not going to throw that out there. There's no easy wins, I think, in the NFL. Not really, unless you're going against the Browns. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, how are you guys doing? You guys are all pumped up. Looks like you guys are all on the feed. Let me know how you guys are doing. You guys know how I'm doing. I'm pumped up, jacked up, just woo! Excited for the win. I just, like, you guys don't understand, like, the curse of the Vikings, man. It's been, like, field goal kickers and just all this other crazy stuff that has happened to where we have not had, a shot since we had Brett Favre that 1 year. So it's the first shot in a long time for us, so I'm pretty pumped about it. Anyway, How you guys doing? Oz, James, Jennifer, Mark, James. I already said James, Euro, Oz, Jennifer, Reed, not Reed, Red. How you guys doing? Mark, how you guys doing? Let me know in the comments. How you guys doing? How you feeling? How are you doing tonight? Are you pumped up? Are you excited? Or is it just a normal night for you? Because for me right now, my excitement level went woo way up there. I was up and then down and then back up again. So that's just how it is. You guys, oh, Mark said just started snowing again. Not supposed to stop for 3 days. My world. No, when I look out my window, it is completely like snowing, you guys. It's just downpouring the snow. It is nuts how much snow is out there right now. When I got up, it was snowing, and when I looked last, it's still snowing. So it really, really, really sucks. It's gonna be one of those kind of next couple days with really ton of snow and slippery conditions. It's gonna be crazy. All right, let's see what we got here in the comments. Jennifer wants to know, James, you listed those shoes. I'm special. He said me twice. James is special. I said his name twice. Well, you sent me some honey, so you're a little bit special as it is. Barry Sanders was a man. Red says, okay, only one sale today, but it was a nice one for him. Very cool. Good deal. James listed those shoes, I think, for $99 plus shipping. Jennifer says trying to get her energy back from chemo. Everybody give Jennifer some love. Jennifer on the cloud. Let's give her some love, you guys. She's going through some stuff. So, Jennifer, take some of my energy. You can have some, okay? I have too much of it. You can have some. If I could share it with you somehow, like, I don't know how to give it to you, but if I could, I freaking would, because I have too much right now. So, if you find a way to take some of my energy, just, you can have some. Feel free to have some. I have too much. Jennifer says, I think I have to drop the price on my regular shirt. RG shirt. I mean, or you can just wait it out. Depends if you want that quick sale or not. I'm a little behind the comments, guys. I know. Good. Tired from all the listing, running, buying, eating, sleeping, run. Yes, I totally get it. I mean, I went to the cities yesterday. If you guys didn't see that vlog, check it out. It's on the channel. But I literally got up at like 6 in the morning, took a shower and stuff, left, drove 2.5 hours to the cities, and we thrifted and everything till, like, you guys didn't see the whole day. You guys got like 10 minutes of footage or whatever of the, part of the day. But we thrifted and shopped till, I think I got home at like 1 or 2 in the morning last night. And then, you get home and you got to get things together before you can go to sleep. So I didn't go to bed for a long time last night. So I definitely can understand the being tired part for sure, and the grind. I totally get it. Donna, does the mail run tomorrow? No, post office is closed tomorrow. No mail tomorrow. No, sweet. Hey, good. Take some of that energy. Take it, Jennifer. Take that energy. Jennifer says, do you juice? I do not juice. I don't have a juicer. Would I? Maybe, but not really, because there's a lot of, like, depends on what you mean. Like, if I did like vegetables and things like that, there's a lot of carbs in that stuff. So like, I'm only allowed for my diet or whatever you want to call it, so many per day. So I probably wouldn't juice. And then like apples, oranges, and all that stuff, those all actually still have like sugar in them. Like, they're a little bit better for you, natural, but they do have a lot of sugar still in them. So I don't at this moment. This is a what am I? I can't think of it. Electrolyte drink. No carbs, no sugar, but has a bunch of electrolyte stuff in it. So that's what I'm drinking. It's like an orange flavor something. It's pretty good. I got it for Christmas. I like it. It's exciting. It gives me a little taste of something different. It kind of tastes like powdery Tang. Tang. You guys remember Tang? That's kind of what this tastes like. But it's pretty good, and it definitely helps out for sure. Jennifer from Jennifer. Not yet. Trying to educate myself on exactly what to juice. I'm not 100% on what you should juice, but depends. I guess there's like a lot of different things. Kale is like a superfood, I guess. Kale, carrots, all that good stuff is stuff to for sure do. Jennifer, I'm actually curious to know, since you're doing chemo and stuff, have they told you not to eat like sugar and stuff like that? I'm curious to know. I know a little about this kind of stuff, just in the fact that at least what I've been told and stuff is like cancer and things like that feed off the sugar, like glucose and stuff. So I'm curious to know if they've told you not to eat sugar, carbs, that kind of stuff. I'm curious to know. You let me know when you got a second for sure. Jennifer says, I watched it. Not so sad about the Polaroid now. I'm not so sad about the Polaroid now. If you guys haven't watched that, you don't know what we're talking about, make sure you watch that vlog and you'll understand for sure. Hold on, I gotta read this one. Jennifer, hold on. Jennifer says, weekend I sold the Starbucks coffee mug, 2 pairs of jeans, and a Harley Davidson shirt. Way to go, Jennifer. This one was making me laugh. Yaro says, what do you eat? Air, or does that have too many carbs in it? No, air is perfectly fine, but meat, a lot of meat doesn't have carbs in it. There's like no carbs in meat for the most part. So I eat a lot of meat, and then like I can have obviously some carbs. Like I try to stick to like what is it? Like anywhere from 20 to 50 carbs a day in my diet. But like there's a huge different way to look at that. There's like carbs, and then there's like fiber that cancels out some carbs, net carbs. There's just like a bunch of different weird spots on that. So that's that. The doctors don't tell me anything about nutrition. I have to educate myself. Yeah, Jennifer, super huge for sure to educate yourself on nutrition. Like, I'm not going to go too far in this, like, but you guys are kind of bringing up, she's bringing up. So I do want to talk about it just for a second. I know this is mostly about, we should be talking about reselling, eBay, Amazon, but I like to talk about life because we're living, and I hope you guys are okay with that. You guys know this live chat is about you guys, what you guys want to talk about and all that stuff, but I'm branching out. I like a lot of different things, so that's what we're going to talk about. But Jennifer, I would highly recommend you watching Joe Rogan's his podcast, but he has the YouTube stuff, and he has a lot of specialist nutrition people come on there, and they talk about a bunch of different new science and all that stuff. What's crazy is what people don't realize is like doctors and things like that. I'm going to throw some of these up because I am not 100%. I'm not a doctor. I have not trained in the medical field. I can only express to you what I've looked at, read, watched, and take it with a grain of salt because, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, most doctors aren't specialized in nutrition when it comes to, they know basics or they know science and stuff from like 30, 40 years ago. All the new technology and science, like they don't go back to school and learn that. They don't. They just don't. They've already got their degree. They just don't go back to school for that stuff. So all the new stuff, new technology, new advances in science when it comes to nutrition, they just aren't required, I think. I'm going to throw more of these up, aren't required to go study that stuff. So I would highly recommend watching Joe Rogan's podcast when he's got nutrition people on and they get into it a lot deeper. I like to watch it. I learn a lot from it for sure. But really, you guys, like, I'm not going to like go all fanboy over his podcast, but like it's some good stuff. And one of the things is, what were they saying? Like they just cover like nutrition and they cover all this stuff. So they have scientists come on and they have programs that have worked for people like just on nutrition alone. That's it. All they changed for people were nutrition, and it completely changed your life with depression, all this other stuff. So highly look into it, read some stuff about it, watch Joe Rogan's podcast. And Joe Rogan, if you're watching, I'd love to be a guest. Anyway, all right, let me get back in the comments here, guys. Let's see. Definitely no sugar, nothing acidic for sure. Well, you guys, when you eat carbs and stuff, that gets changed, I believe, into glucose, and that also ends up being like sugar. So that's like, you know, your breads and all that stuff. So make sure you guys are looking at carbs and that stuff too if you want that. Anyway, I don't want to get too far into you guys. If you guys want to do a podcast, like a video about it, let me know. I don't want to bore the people that are here with reselling and stuff. But, you know, hey, it's my show. I can do what I want to. But I also want to keep you guys in mind as well. So let's see. I sold my plush Tasmanian Devil, very, very cool. Down and nice work. I'd love to see a picture of it if you want to put it in the Facebook group. If anybody finds a My Pet Monster, I want it. James, I don't know what that is. Maybe I should know what it is, but let me know. Put a picture of it into the. I'm a visual person. I need to see it. Normally, when I see something, I'll remember it. So put it in the Facebook group, James, and I can take a look at it, and I will look for it for sure. Donna says, "Where is that? What do you mean? I'm right here. I'm right here." Jennifer says, "Thanks, I will do that." Yeah, definitely check out his videos. Donna says, "I had to pack an aluminum lawn chair and a zombie Nerf gun." Interesting. I wonder what that would look like. Mark says, "James, what is My Pet Monster?" It's a toy from late 80s. I want to know what that looks like, James. Put it in the Facebook group, please. I have all these messages from people in my thing. My phone's kind of blowing up a little bit. You guys were messaging the Facebook group and yelling at me because I was late. Rightfully so. Thank you for yelling at me. I really do appreciate it. I understand. I know I was late. I had to watch that little bit of the game live. And a couple of people I know are just spamming me with like, let's go, you know. But anyway. But you guys, how was like I said, you guys saw that vlog. You guys saw I did okay yesterday. I was gonna film more yesterday, and I didn't, just because like it's really kind of like you're trying to look for stuff and film, and I might have missed on some ink. It looked like the stuff I was looking at, if you guys watched the video, was not new. It looked like it was open, but a couple people like told me a couple things that it still might be. I needed to look at it closer, which is probably true, but I was trying to like film and look, and then I was like, moving on. So it's kind of hard to do that. So hopefully you guys can understand that, and you guys will appreciate those vlogs. But, you know, that's why, like, after the vlog was done, I kind of just wanted to focus on the reselling part a little bit more, look at things more closely, because when I'm trying to, like, film and search, like, I don't always, like, pay attention as much because I'm trying to make sure the camera's looking good. So it's whatever. Hopefully you guys understand that. But sales have been good, you guys. For me, let me know. Yes, Mark, thank you so much for joining that Patreon, you guys. If you guys aren't in there, you guys better be. But I'm going to look at my phone to look at some of my eBay sales. Lately, I have 9 things I got to ship out, you guys. 9 things, which is great. You can't complain about it, but some of them are some video game lots. I sold that DS lot, you guys. Remember when I was telling you, I don't know if I showed you a picture, but I told you I had all those Nintendo DS Lites, a 3DS, Game Boys, and a bunch of stuff that didn't work. Let me know in the comments, you guys, if you remember me telling you that I had it sitting there for like a bunch of different things, like a whole bunch of video game, like lot of Nintendo DSs that were broken, bunch of different like Game Boys that were busted and broken that I didn't want to fix. I just wanted to sell them off. But you guys, I went and sold them. I made the lot. I ended up selling the lot for what did I sell it for? 100 or 230 bucks about. Now someone's going to take that lot and they're going to fix it and they're going to make a lot more. But you guys, if you find like Nintendo DS Lites broken, not working at like, because I find them sometimes in garage sales, like in their free box or other places for a couple bucks, you know, $1 because they're broken or whatever. I just collect that stuff and then I'll sell it in a lot because someone can take the time and fix them. Like I've fixed them before. Like I can fix certain stuff on Game Boys. Like if they need a new speaker, they need a couple of different things. Like I can do that, but it just takes so much time that I just don't have that time to do it. So I ended up just making a lot, selling them. Someone will take that time and fix them and make more money off of it. But I'm pretty sure I made money on all that. Like all that stuff was like cheap. Couple bucks, $5 here or there, whatever, it adds up. So I probably made money still on it, but also just getting money back from stuff. Because when you buy like DSs and stuff from like Game Boys and stuff from a garage sale, they're not guaranteed to work. You're buying it on the hope from the people they're telling you the truth, or they lost the charger and that's why they're selling it or whatever. And sometimes you just kind of have to roll the dice, but normally they're pretty cheap, or you can get them cheaper when they don't work. So I mean, more times than not, they do work, but, you know, sometimes they don't. It is whatever. But lotting those video games up after, you know, you find out they don't work, they sell really good. So I sold 2 video game lots. I sold that video game lot, which was like a bunch of Game Boys, DSs, and things that were broken that I didn't want to fix, and I just sold them as a lot. Those sold for like $230 total with shipping. So I'm pretty sure I can fit it all on a flat rate medium box. So it's gonna only cost me like $13, I think, to ship. I'm hoping for sure I will be able to do that. I sold another video game lot too that was just random busted up controllers, some broken Nintendos. You know, they were like broken. Like I know how to change the pins on the Nintendos, and it wasn't that, it was something else. So, you know, a couple Nintendos, there's like 2 Nintendos, a Sega, and just a bunch of random cords and a couple games and just random video game stuff. Not even that much, you guys, not that much stuff. And I sold that lot for $100. I took all the stuff out of it that I'm going to sell individually, like good controllers, the silver PS2 DuralShock controllers, original Nintendo controllers, Super Nintendo controllers, like all that stuff. I took all the good stuff out and I just left the crap that I didn't want to try to fix or test or couldn't test, or like a bunch of like Sega games that I already sold the good ones. These were just, you know, like Caesar's Palace or basketball or fishing Sega games that just aren't worth anything individually. Just lock them up and take pictures of them and say as is for parts. Don't know if any of it works. You're buying it as is, parts or repair, no returns, no nothing. Just do that with the video game stuff and it'll sell. People want that stuff. People will take the time to fix it, or they see something they want. I don't know, or they just get excited hoping there's going to be something really good in there or whatever. So that's a tip, you guys, with video game stuff. Like if you get like what happened to me is like I would buy like PS2s and I don't know, PS2s, Segas, that kind of stuff, and like they would be like, how much how much will you give me for this? And really the only value was like the Sega and 1 or 2 games. And I would be like, well, you know, I would give them the price, the value of what I'm willing to pay for the games, like the 1 or 2 games that are worth it, and the console, and that's what I offer them. And then they'll be like, oh, for all of it? Yeah, for all of it. So you would end up getting what you wanted for the price you wanted, but you'd be stuck with like a whole bunch of games or things that just weren't worth anything individually. So then you just save that stuff and then lot it in a big pile and then take pictures of it and say, you know, hey, video game lot. Not sure if any of it works. It's all as is, untested for parts or repair. No returns, no refunds, whatever. You're buying as is. And people will bid on it, you guys. It's crazy. I do it all the time. I've never had a return, never had an issue with it, because people know when they're buying it as is. Just be careful, because it does get heavy when it comes to shipping. So make sure you like actually figure out a shipping cost or know what's going to be okay for you. Because they're no good to me. Like I've already made money on the stuff I bought from there. So all that stuff, any money I can get out of them, like that's extra money for me. So that is what I do with that kind of stuff. But let me jump back in the comments. I know I've been ignoring you guys a little bit, but let's see here. Tell us the 9 things. Well, that was two of them. 2 video game lots. Superstar says, hi, can I ask a question? Sure, go ahead. As long as it's appropriate. Please be appropriate. Posted in the group, definitely a bolo. I'll have to look. Well, maybe I can look real quick, James, so I can get an idea on what it is you posted. I'm curious to know what this thing looks like. So I'm looking for it. My phone's a little bit off. Here we go. Let me click that. That's some laughing. That's not what I wanted. Oh, sick. That thing's cool. I don't know if it will show up on the screen, you guys, but if you guys, that's what James posted in the Facebook group. He's looking for this. So if you guys aren't in my Facebook group, make sure you guys get in there. The description's down below. But if you guys come across this thing, let us know, because James wants it for sure. That's very, very, very cool. Good. Okay. How many were there? $60 plus. Very, very cool. Jennifer says, I picked up a lot of 13 pieces of curvy, what is that? Courier and Ivy's black bakeware today. Never heard of them. So Mark J says, found 2 Leapfrog, Leapster, Explorer Green handheld game systems today. Very, very cool. Rosie, you're okay. You're not too bad. You're all right. I started late. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to finish the Vikings game just a little bit. But if you'll understand how it works around here soon. Minnesota time. Jennifer says, I've never sold bakeware. I haven't either. Like, I've sold like Wilton cake pans and things like that, but that's about as far as I go when it comes to like bakery stuff. I mean, I've sold like what is it, the salad shooter, or is that what it is? The super salad shooter, or the super shooter cookie gun thing. I've sold that. A lot of sealed stuff, mostly sealed. I have sold some of that stuff used, but not too much. Euro says, if it's vintage, I would do piece by piece. What else we go? Donna says, I found a vintage Sony Walkman estate sailing, and it sold instantly. Donna, you got to get these pictures in the Facebook group. I want to see what these things look like. And what the model number is and everything, depending on which one it is. Like, certain ones go for like a ton of money. Like, if you can find the one from Guardians of the Galaxy, the one Chris Pratt uses, or I mean, people say I kind of look like Chris Pratt. I shaved my beard off today, so it's not too long, but I get that all the time. But like, that one goes for like $1,000, I think, because it's kind of rare. But anyway, found Christian Dior. I think that's how you say it. 70 tracksuit yesterday. Very ugly. Okay. For $30. Nope, I didn't sell it too cheap. Very, very cool, Donna. Nice to hear that you didn't underprice it, because sometimes that is what happens to people. They'll underprice it, get that quick sale, and then they lose out on some cash, and someone resells it or does something else. But anyway, very, very cool. You guys, I'm still pumped up. The Vikings won, okay? I'm sorry. I'm pumped up. But you know, I actually did some stuff today. Well, I mean, whatever. I did some different stuff. I'm going to sell some of my trading cards. I got some things coming up that I want to, you know, I just don't play the game too much, you guys. So I've been selling some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I paid for some stuff recently that I want to get some of my money back on, and I just haven't been playing the card game too much. And so hit that like button. That's right, Rosie. Thank you. I'll give you guys a little tip. If you ever here, I'll just show you guys something. Like, I don't know. I'll show you a couple of these. All right. So I showed you these before. Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, right? Now you can sell them on eBay and places like that, but I'm selling on a platform called TCG Player. It's pretty cool. It's like the Amazon, it's like Amazon Merchant Fulfilled. You don't have to take pictures or anything. Like, they do a lot of the work for you. You just have to know your condition, like mint, near mint, played, that kind of stuff. So I know, Oz, you had found, I think it was Oz who found a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff, and you kind of didn't have a good place to start. eBay is a good place to look it up. That's a nice place to look it up. And then you can also sell on places like TCG Player. You have to sign up and do a few things. TCG Player gives you a better percentage. They take like 11% plus 50 cents per transaction. And then with eBay, they I think it's like about, you know, what is it, 13% plus PayPal fee. So Oz, you could sell, especially if they had value and you could figure out your conditions. You could sign up for TCG Player, and you could sell them there. It's decent. I've done it before. It's been a while, but I listed this stack right here. Not a bunch of money. Like, this one is like a $15 card or something like that. You guys, I've told you this before. Like, these things are worth money. It's crazy. Like this one's like another $15 card. I don't know. Like, there's a bunch of them in here. This is like a $10 to $14 card. You know, like, there's a lot of value in these if you know what you're looking for. Here's another like $14 card, or I think this one was $16 actually. You know, so I did that. I was listing there because I made some purchases and some stuff recently that not that I like overspent or anything. It was just like how do you say it? Like I had stuff that I wasn't using. Like I haven't played with this or haven't been at a tournament for like months and months and months. So for me, I just kind of want to start letting go of some of this stuff. And it's a good way to recoup some money from some other things that I am doing that I do enjoy. So make sure you guys look out for these for sure. Especially like this. Like see how it's like foily? Like that's how you know normally it could be worth something. That's a good indication to look it up. Not always the case though. I'm gonna just contradict myself just a little bit. Let me find one card in here. Let's see. Like this card is just not shiny except for the letters, and it's like $16. So it's kind of hard, you guys. But if you take the time and look it up, then for sure there's a bunch of money in it. Minimalist cutting down. No, you guys, I don't even want to like show you how much stuff of this I have. Like I have bins full of like just cards that I need to sell. I have like binder upon binder of like expensive cards that are like collectible cards that I don't appreciate them as much as I did. And I got them way back in the day for like nothing. So for me, it's kind of like, do I save them? Like, it's like a collection. You collect, right? But everyone kind of goes through phases where they're really interested in it and they like it and they collect it and they are having fun with it. But then like at a certain point, like, hey, you don't play with it anymore. You don't use it anymore, and someone else could appreciate it. And it's just kind of like that. It's just one of those things where I just don't play it as much anymore. The game changed. It did a few things that I wasn't a huge fan of, and I've been gone from it for a while where I probably won't go back unless it's later on. And at that time, these won't really be worth anything. So you might as well sell them now. That's just what it is. All right. What do we got here? John and Pam, welcome. Thanks for jumping in here. You guys check out their channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to them. What else we got? Oz says, what software do you use for your green screen? As you guys can see, I'm not using it right now. I could, if I wanted to go through like the streaming service or the software I have, but it doesn't let me, at least I haven't figured out how to do it as a event, like set up the live show before it happens. Like I can do it a different way and just stream it, but it's a little different. I don't know, which I could do, but I use OBS, Oz. It's just a system you can download. I think you either search it or you go through YouTube to get it. I don't remember, or if you can do it both, but I think I went through just searching OBS. It's a free download, and it's really, really nice software. I really do like it. I use it for like my recorded videos and stuff like that when I'm showing you guys screen shares and other things like that. So yes, it's called OBS, like Open Broadcast System or something like that. But it's just type in OBS and you'll be able to find it. And then you just have to do a few things to make it work. You have to like right click on it on a certain part of the screen and then put your chroma key on and then adjust the settings to make it work. Like right now, I might have to stretch it out a little bit. But when I do my other stuff, it's not a big deal. Anyway, but yes, OBS, Oz, that's what I use for it for sure. But anyway, what else do you guys want to talk about? Oh, I guess I could share with you something else I sold. It kind of takes away from if I make a video, you guys, about what I sold. That kind of takes away content from you guys and from me. But I can share with you guys maybe another one here. Oh, I did sell a vintage Patagonia Hawaiian t-shirt. Now, you guys know I'm not a big clothes seller. Okay, I'm not a big seller when it comes to clothes and stuff like that, but like I know brands like a little bit, like Patagonia or whatever. So when I see it, I'll look at it. Now I was at a thrift store. It was a Goodwill. I don't know, a few weeks back, and I was walking through, and I look at the Hawaiian stuff once in a while for like Tommy Bahamas and stuff like that. And I saw this, and I kind of like I looked at the badge of it. It said Patagonia, and I was kind of like, what? Patagonia makes Hawaiian stuff? Like no. They don't, like, what? I've never heard of that before. So I asked Jennifer and I asked James, because they're kind of clothing sellers, and you guys are probably as well. And I kind of just sent him a message like, hey, have you seen this before? Give me a little insight. Can you help me out just a little bit with this? I said, hey, is Patagonia like you got to look at Patagonia, right? You just got to know. And so I looked at it and I asked them, hey, what is your opinion on it? You think it would sell? Because there was some sold, some not sold, some stuff. And they really helped me out. They're like, hey, it's Patagonia. It's vintage. It's Hawaiian. Buy it. Just go ahead and buy it. You're going to do fine. And so I did. I went for it. It was like $7 for the shirt. You know, if it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, whatever. It's not a big deal. You know, got to try some stuff, get out of that comfort zone. And I listed it high to my standards when it came to the shirt. Because all the other listings were like 40s, 30s, 20, you know, all they're just random. So I priced it at $49.99 with best offer. And I got an offer within like a few days for $40, $40. And I sold that sucker right then. I was like, yes, take it away from me. You know, so I was pretty excited for that. So James and Jennifer, thank you again so much for that help. That's why you guys got to get in that Facebook group. It's so important, networking and talking to people that are more experienced maybe on some certain stuff. You know, when I looked it up, I was like, you know, I'm like, it could sell, but there's a lot of not selling, like, you know, whatever. I was kind of on the fence where I'm like, should I, shouldn't? Like, but just having two people that were like, hey, I would risk it. I would go for it. And they knew a little bit more about it than I did. I was like, hey, I felt much more comfortable going, okay, roll the dice, let's go for it. And it paid off. And so you guys, thank you so much for doing that. I'm happy. Thank you. What else do we got here? Sell and reinvest. Yes, Jennifer. You say that now, LOL. Oxymoron. John and Pam says, we sold 5 items today. We sell clothes. Very, very cool, John and Pam. Euro says, lotting shirts together in 3s by size is working really good for me. I've heard of that. I've done that like in the past when I had done a little bit of clothing. Like when I had some like Ralph Lauren polos that weren't selling individually, I would just lot them together. And I would do like different lots. I would do like a regular polo, Ralph Lauren, or whatever. Then I would do like the same size, but a button-up polo. And then like either another one that's like it or whatever. And I would do like lots of 3, lots of 5. And it was almost like a variety pack, which was really kind of cool because you don't get that anywhere. And when someone's shopping and they're like, hey, I'm going to buy you a shirt or whatever, but they got to look at, do I want a button up? Do I want a polo? Do I want this style? Do I want that style? But if you can get them like a variety pack where they get everything in one, they get a polo, they get a button up, they get this, like it's really actually cool and they'll get excited about. So maybe you guys think about doing that if you ever come across some really cheap polos or Ralph Lauren and stuff. Like I said, I've had good success doing like a variety pack, and you guys let me know if you've ever done that before. But I've also done where it's just like the same shirt, like 3 polos, 3 button-ups, 3 whatever, 5, 6, you know, whatever you feel comfortable with, and also how much you got it for cheap-wise, if it's like $1 a piece or whatever makes sense, obviously do that. But yeah, I've definitely done 3 in a pack of the same kind, or I've done a variety pack where it's like a button-up polo and something else in a variety pack, and they've both done well. But yes, Euro, very, very good advice. So you guys try that next time. Give it a shot, and it can help you with your shipping when you lot them together. So say you're selling a shirt for $10, free shipping or whatever. You pay your fees, and then you got to ship for $3, you know, whatever, $3 or something like that. But if you lot them all together, you sell them for $30. Instead of paying $369, you could be saving a bunch of money. You could fit it in a flat rate bubbler and ship it for $6 instead. You know what I mean? So you can actually make more money doing it that way if you're thinking about just shipping alone. John and Pam says, we built up our clothing inventory to 800 plus. Sold some, seems to be getting stale. Sales are lowball offers or not at all. It's just going to be how it goes, I think, John and Pam. Like, there's ups and downs with everything. Think about running a sale. Branch out a different type of inventory. You know, it's hard for me to say exactly why. You know, lately, whenever I post something clothing-wise, like it sells. So maybe you got to look at what type of item you're listing. Is it just regular generic stuff? Is it specialized stuff? Is it certain brand names? You know, I kind of say this sometimes, like, you know, when you're looking at clothing, you know, I'm not a clothing expert, you guys. Okay, I'm not a clothing expert, but it seems to me that, like, if you find a cheap item, let's say it's like, I don't know, Arizona or something, like it might be a really nice shirt, but it doesn't have that brand to go with it. And those Arizona shirts are selling at Walmart, Target, this place, that place. They're just very saturated and everywhere. And maybe that's why. But if you're selling like Patagonia or you're selling Nike or something like that, something a little bit higher brand, higher price tag, like those are the things people are looking to get a deal on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that makes sense at all. And maybe that's some of it. Or maybe it's all really good stuff. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of ideas and how to help you get more sales. But that's just my opinion when it comes to that. Like, just because you have a really good condition, nice, brand new Arizona t-shirt doesn't mean it's going to sell or sell quickly. It might, but people are going to Walmart's, Targets, and those places to get those. Like, they're already like decently cheap there, but it's the Nike, Patagonia, that kind of stuff that's like $40, $50 in any store that they're hoping to get for 30, 20, whatever the price is, that they can get a deal on it. And that's the stuff that goes quickly and moves quickly. So that's just my opinion. I don't know, John and Pam. I don't know your store. I don't know what you have. I'm just trying to think outside the box, think of different ways to help you guys get some more cash, get some more sales. So hopefully that'll help you out. Let's see what we got here. It says, wife bought a baby food meal for $25 just the other day and just sold it for $20 yesterday. Very cool. I love those. Like when you get things for a penny, quarter, free box. Like you guys, I love the free box. When I get a free handheld Yahtzee in there and I sell it for like $11, $10, or I found like certain handhelds in there, like big screen solitaire lighted, the one that lights up, for 40, 50 bucks, like selling those. Like, I like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys like my orange drink? Euro says, picked up a pair of Alden J. Crew boots from yard sale. Only worn once for $15. Sells for $145, $160 on eBay. Used. Very awesome. Way to go, Euro. I like it. I like it. I like it. Oz says, free box is my best friend. I love the free box, you guys. Like, I don't know how many times I found good stuff in there. Like I said, either those Yahtzee, other handheld games. I've found like Tamagotchis in there, light bright pegs, bunch of different stuff. It's crazy what you can find in a free box. Just people don't realize the worth of this stuff. They just get rid of it. Grandma, grandpas, they used to have it, or uncle, kids that moved out. Like, I don't know how many times I like get really good deals on video games because kids have moved out and now the parents are just selling it at a yard sale. Like, good example is when James says, I miss yard sales. Me too. Me too. But back in the day, before the stupid winter came, I went to a yard sale and it was not an elderly couple. It was like older. It wasn't like old, but it wasn't like, you guys, I'm terrible at this. I'm sorry. Okay. But an older couple, probably like 50s, something like that, or whatever. And they had one or two games, video games, like PS2 or whatever. And I just simply asked them, like, hey, I saw you guys had a couple games. Like, did you have anything else video game related or anything? And they kind of looked at each other and they're like, well, I think we still have the stuff that the kids used to play before they went to college. Would you maybe be interested in that? And I was like, oh yeah, I'll look at anything. I'll look at anything you guys have if you guys want to take the time to go get it. And they're like, okay. And so they go in the house, okay, and they come out with this like a Cub Foods or whatever big paper bag full of whatever. And I was like, what is in there? And they bring it over and they kind of just set it down. I look in there. It's a freaking Super Nintendo, not the regular one, the different like style. I forget, you guys, I'm sorry. The smaller style or whatever. And they had like Super Mario All-Stars, like Super Mario World, like Donkey Kong, like all these really crazy good games in there. Really, really, really good games. And I was just like, my heart's just kind of going like that. Do. And they're like, yeah, we don't play them anymore. The kids don't want them. They've been sitting for years. So just what do you want? You know, he was just kind of like, what do you want to pay for them? I'm like, well, it's your guys' stuff. You know, like, what do you guys think's fair or whatever? He's like, $15. I'm like, woo! I couldn't throw my money fast enough. I was just like making it rain. I was like, here's your $15. And they were happy because it was sitting there for years. They don't care. They just wanted them gone. They wanted them out of the house. And so that's just a good tip, you guys. Make sure you guys ask if you see 1 or 2 games, or a couple different things, or if you find a DS game, like, hey, I seen the DS game, are you guys selling the DS at all, or any other games? Just ask, and you'll be surprised how many times like people will go in the house and find stuff and sell it to you for really cheap. Because a lot of times they don't even think about it, like, oh, should I sell that, should I not, until you ask. I've asked a bunch of different times with anything, like cameras, with iPods, video games for sure, Legos, anything. Just ask, and the worst that's going to happen, they're like, oh, no, we don't. Okay. Wow, that was really risky. That was really hard to do. You know what I mean? Just ask, and it's no big deal. James says, I need to visit Euro. Yeah, we need to go hit up Euro's area for sure. He seems like he's got all the good stuff. We need to go there, James. Let's go. Jonathan says, got some metal hooks from Freebox. Turned out to be for curtains, sold for $50 a pair. Way to go, Jonathan. Yeah, don't overlook that Freebox, guys. Don't overlook it. Get in there and make sure you guys look. What do we got? And stay until April. James, let's go. I'm sick of this cold. I'm sick of this snow. It sucks. It sucks. But I'm happy that the Vikings won. All right. Hopefully that's the last one. I'm pumped that the Vikings won, you guys. All right. It is whatever. But yes, and so sales have been good. You guys, if you're not in the Patreon, okay? If you're not in the Patreon, you guys missed a video that I haven't released quite yet to YouTube. And I don't know when I'm going to. It could be 5 days from now, 2 days from now, 8 days from now, a year from now, or whatever. But you guys, what's crazy is I put this video in Patreon, okay? And it's a video of 5 items I sold recently for crazy money. Like, there's 1 or 2 at like 90 and 100, and then they just go like 250, 400, 500, whatever, just big money. So you guys join that Patreon. I put that in the description. You guys get some behind the scene pictures. You guys get videos before anybody else. You guys get a bunch of cool stuff that if you're not in Patreon, you're missing out. So it would help me out. All you guys got to do is, what is it? $1 a month just to help support the channel. Totally up to you guys. I just like it because I get to offer you guys something. So I get to give you something for you guys supporting the channel. So you guys can do whatever. I think it's $1 minimum. It's $1, or you can do 10, 20, 100, 1,000, 8,000. I'm just kidding. Don't break the bank, you guys. Just do what you guys can do to help me out. It just supports me as a channel and really helps me not rely on like AdSense. So I really do appreciate it. But a lot of people are about 10 people or so are in there right now. So so make sure you guys get in there so you guys can see that behind the scenes stuff, the really cool stuff that you guys don't get to see. Let's see what we got here. I think we got a troll in here. Let's get rid of this troll quick. Let's do that. Let me get rid of that. Hopefully that will fix it, or they'll be back. It's okay. It's whatever. Mark says it all adds up. Yeah, it totally does. You guys, like, anytime you guys do it, like, I'm blown away. I appreciate it so much. Like, you guys don't realize how much it does help me as a content creator and a channel. So like literally $1, like support a month is crazy. Like, I appreciate the hell out of it. So if you guys are in there and you guys are helping me out, thank you so much for doing that. I really do appreciate it. But if you're not in there, you're kind of missing out. Just saying, you're kind of missing out. And we're going to get only better and do more stuff in there. So you probably should get in there now. I'm just saying. Anyway. Let me get rid of that. All right, cool. All right. I don't want to block this person. Anyway, less than a Starbucks. Yeah, less than a Starbucks, you guys. That's what, Mark, you're right. Like, I'm not trying to like make you guys do anything, but just like, if you ever thought about like, you know, what you spend on a coffee, what you spend on a movie ticket, what you spend on a something, like it's crazy compared to like getting some entertainment from this, and as a community. But you guys, I don't want to get too crazy on that. I just want you guys to know, you guys kind of brought it up. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And it does help me, let me give back to you guys for doing the Patreon. So make sure you guys look into that if you guys can, if you can afford it. It's $1 a month or whatever it is. It just helps me as a channel. So that's where we're gonna leave that. Euro says, don't even talk to me about my coffee bills. LOL. Yeah, I hear you on that. Like, I just bought some coffee for sure. Let's see if I can't do that. Anyway, yeah, for sure. Like, coffee's delicious because I have a little bit. My coffee cup's cold. My coffee's cold. Kind of sucks, but I've been drinking the what is it? Dunkin' Donuts? Is that what it is? I think it's Dunkin' Donuts. I like their specialty stuff. Like this one is the coffee cake. That's what it is. The coffee cake brand. I like the coffee cake. I like the cinnamon roll. I like the bakery ones, okay? Because I can't eat that stuff. So I supplement it with flavored coffee a little bit, which is cinnamon roll, coffee cake, the stuff I can't have for sure. Talk to us about selling those Cranium games. Which one? Which Cranium game? Let me know. Cranium games do really good, guys. You guys should sell that stuff, especially if they're new sealed. Any board games like Cranium do really well. You just have to be careful because certain ones are really heavy. Some have like the Play-Doh in there that gets old and stuff. So just be careful with those. Where was he trying to go? That's sad. Cap Nero. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. Which ones? Any of them? Which ones sell? I haven't sold any Cranium games used, I don't think. I normally find them new, but there are ones that are worth money in like the booster boxes and stuff. I haven't sold them used before, I don't think. I don't think I have. I don't think I've sold any used for sure, but anyway, but yeah, Cranium games sell good, especially the newer ones. They do really well. I found another Buzzer Wuzzer, guys. Buzzer Wuzzer, I think it is this weekend. I think you guys saw that in the vlog video. If you haven't seen it already, check it out. But I found another Buzzer Wuzzer. Buzzer Weezer? Weezer Buzzer. Buzzer. Anyway, you guys know what it's called. It's in the feed. Gonna send that sucker in because we played it the other night at my game night and we actually really liked it. So we don't know if we're gonna sell it. But then I found another one complete used that I'm gonna sell, and like it sells for like $80 or something like that. Right around $80, $70 or so. Buzzer or Beezer Weezer. That's it. Beezer Weezer. Thank you, Jennifer. Buzzer, what was I say? Buzzer Wuzzer? Beezer Weezer. Anyway, yes, really cool game. I like it. I've played it. It is fun. So if you guys see it, make sure you guys pick it up if you want to play it. And it sells for good money. So we're going to test that. We're going to send it in and see if it really sells for that. I think it will, but eh. It says found a categories die, but no timer. You could probably sell just the dice too. And that'll probably sell, probably not for as much or anything, probably like $3 or something like that. But maybe hold on to it, depending if it's cheap or not. But yeah, you guys look at that too. If you guys find like just the die or like a categories game at a rundown thrift store or something like that, look to see if you can get for like $1 or so and just sell the timer and the dice for sure. James said first game I sold was a Beezer Weezer. Very, very cool. Yeah, I'm gonna try on Amazon used. Let me see what it's going for right now. Doing some real life some stuff here. Let's see here. I'm gonna click that Beezer. What is it? Beezer. Sorry guys. Beezer. All right, Beezer Weezer game. All right, Beezer Weezer is going for right now. Collectible. So the market kind of crashed on collectible. It went collectible. I will get like $29 after it sells. If it was new, if it was brand new, it sells for like $90. So really good game, really fun game for sure. Another game I picked up that I don't know if you guys have heard of is it's Phase 10, which all of you guys heard of. Phase 10, but it's the Master Tin edition or whatever it is. If you can find that new, it's worth a lot of money. But used, it still sells for like $40. $40 40, 50 bucks on eBay. So I picked that up this weekend too. So we're going to see if that sells. I've never tried selling that yet. So hopefully it does for sure. What are we at? We've been almost on for an hour, you guys. Time is flying. I was just pumped up about the Vikings, and you guys have been awesome. It's been amazing. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Crash on that like button. Make sure you guys smoke that like button. Work your finger out. Hit that like button. It really does help me out 100%. Helps me rank and help other people find these for sure. Jennifer says, on Amazon, what makes a game collectible? Now, that is a good question, Jennifer. So there's a couple different ways you could look at it. Like for me, like some games, for whatever reason, you can't sell used. You can sell it new, can't sell it used, but you can sell it collectible. So for me, when I'm looking at stuff, like if I can sell it used, I sell it used instead of collectible. Just for whatever reason. That's just how I do it. I'm guessing collectible would be like if you have like, I don't know, something special where if like I'm stating if you have new, used, collectible, you had to pick one, you could do all three. Collectible, I would put it in there if it's like you have specialty stuff with it. You have the, I don't know, sorry guys. If you have the game, the insert, all the other stuff, like you might put it there, but like I only use collectible, which maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe someone that is a little bit more better and experienced could let me know on if they do it differently when it comes to Amazon FBA. But I only put things in collectible if that's the only place to put it, if that makes sense. If I can do it new, I'm gonna sell it new, obviously. If I can do it used, I'm gonna go used next. And if they can't do used, but you can do collectible, then I do that. Sometimes when you look up a listing, they only have new or collectible. They don't even have a used option. So I don't know exactly why that is or what the reasoning is for it, but that's how I look at it. And I don't know if that's the best way, the correct way, but that's just how I've been doing it ever since I've been doing Amazon FBA. Is if it's new, I sell it new, obviously. If I can sell it used, I go there next. And then if it doesn't, if for whatever reason you can't sell it used, but you can sell it collectible, then I go and I do collectible. So like I said, I don't know why some can only do collectible, why some only can do new and collectible, why some are you can do new, not used, but collectible. I don't know why. Okay. I'm not sure. What else we got here? Mark, see you later. Have a good dinner. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Okay. I do that with puzzles a lot on FBA. Does collectible. Cool. Jennifer says, has Amazon ever slapped you on the wrist? They've only slapped me on the wrist for like little things. Like I sent a box at one point that I had weighed, and I thought it weighed under 50 pounds. And, you know, it must not have. It must have been like 51 or something like that, or a little bit over. And I shipped it in, and they were like, hey, don't do that. It has to be 50 or under. And so I've been slapped on the wrist a little bit for that. Another time, like these are all like not crazy deals, but you got to be careful a little bit. Not doing it too much. I've had it where I shipped the box of stuff in, and somehow when I either put it in the box or when I was putting another item in the box, or more likely when they were taking things out of the box, one of my labels must have come off an item. Like my barcoded item has happened a couple times where it comes off, and then they kind of yell at you like, hey, you need to make sure you're stickering your items, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. We ended up finding out, okay, it was this one. We labeled it for you, and they charge you like a little bit or whatever. Like some stuff like that will happen once in a while. Don't freak out. Just try to not have it happen the best you can. But I've had that happen before, and they've yelled at me for that. I mean, there's always going to be a few things with like, they don't like, those are like when they actually like yell at you for like, you did something wrong. Like, hey, watch out what you're doing. And you have to like say like, yes, I agree. I understand. I read their information saying like, yes, I know not to do that, click or whatever. But it's not like they ban your account. Or at least I shouldn't say it. I mean, for me, they have. Or something like for something like simple, little like that. Because those things happen. They just, hey, they're like, hey, try to do a better job. Hey, make sure you don't do that. Stuff like that. I know the weighted box one is a big one. So make sure you really do stay under 50 pounds per box or whatever. Because they do yell at you for that. And too many times they will lock you out so you can't ship for like a week to their warehouses, and they do stuff like that. So be careful with that. But the other stuff, they just kind of yell at you. Obviously, you don't want that to happen, but they will sometimes yell at you for that. But other things is like, hey, this product is now hazmat, or hey, we heard this ASIN hasn't lived up to its listing, so we're going to not allow you to sell that item until we do research to make sure that the items are good and the listing matches the product. And then like they'll go a week without you selling it, and then they'll be like, okay, we checked and your items are good. The listing's good. It was just random. It was someone just yelling at Amazon for a bad product or something, and then it'll be available for sale again. Sometimes they'll say, hey, the listing doesn't match the items that have been selling, so we need to stop this listing, and you need to recall your items, or we're going to destroy them after so long. So there's things like that. So there are things like that you just have to live with and understand and realize going into it that it happened. So I picked up Harley Davidson Monopoly, and I'm not sure if I should break it up or sell it whole. It's worth more in the comps if I break it up, but it's almost new. It's almost new. Box shows signs of wear. Now I'm guessing you're selling it on eBay, CB. Well, my suggestion is, okay, now depends. There's a couple different ways you could look at it. Okay, it's one, you could look at it as effort and time. Is that worth your time and effort to split it all up? You said you'll make a little bit more, but how much more is it? Is it a lot more, a little more, you know, whatever? You could go either way. But for me, if it's not that much more and you don't have necessarily the time to do it, I would just sell it as a whole. It's faster. You know, probably more people out there looking to buy a complete game and for like collectors and stuff. Probably more people would buy it as a whole than it would be as looking for parts. So maybe look at it that way. Quicker sale, probably, like I said, because it's complete. And it's a collector's. Another way you could look at it too is shipping. You got to make sure it's still worth more with your shipping, because what will happen is you're like, yeah, okay, like I'm going to make more, but you don't realize every individual item that you sell, each item has to be shipped separately. Now, if you're shipping with first class, every time you ship an item, it's going to be at least $260 every single time. So if you're selling 5 pieces, you know, 2, 4, 6, 8, you know, you're shipping all that in money. So you got to look at it that way, to kind of look at it as a whole picture. I honestly would sell it as a complete, just because it saves me time. Probably more market. There's going to be more people looking for it as a complete game than a parts game. And that's my opinion. So, but you do you whatever you think is better. If you got the time, and it is worth it in the long run, even with the more shipping, then go that way if that's how you feel. But my opinion, what I would do if it was mine, is sell it as a whole, as a lot, as one unit complete. Better market. You're going to get the collector's market. You're going to get the people that like Harley Davidson and the motorcyclists and the game players, all that stuff. So I think it's better for me to go that way. James says, hey, I logged into my old Amazon account. Way to go, James. Is it still up and running? Is it still working? I'm curious to know if it's all looking good still. And that's going up soon. Yeah, and shipping's going up soon as well. So look into that. Look into the shipping stuff for sure. But what are we at? We're at an hour, you guys. We're at an hour. Crazy. James says suspended. Ooh. Is it like suspended from inactivity or suspended for like being naughty? That's what I'm curious, James. But anyway, but let's get a couple quick questions. If you guys have some quick questions, get them in the comments, in the chat quick before I kind of wrap this up and get out of here. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for showing up. I really do appreciate it. James, you might just have to give him a call and talk to him and see if you can't fix it or figure it out or something. For sure. Euro says, knowing him, naughty. LOL. Yeah, Euro, he was probably naughty. He's probably being naughty. But anyway. Any quick questions before we get out of here? James says, I need to contact them and ask. Yeah, go ahead and give them a call. They'll should be able to help you out. You guys, we got 14 people watching, only 11 likes. Let's go. Who's the 3 people not hitting that like button? Get down there. Oh, we got 14. Get in the like button. Help me out. Hit that like button. Jennifer says, thanks for coming on tonight. No problem, you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys coming here to hang out with me. I really do. Thank you so much for coming here, hanging out. It does mean a lot. I appreciate it. Euro says, with shipping going up, makes more sense to do it, to do lots now. Yeah, for sure. When it comes to like clothing and stuff like that, for sure. Can only hot it once? Oh, hit it. I was like, what? You can only hit it. I can hold. Nope, Jennifer, you said you can only hot it once. You show me how to hot it, and I'll try too. I'm just kidding. I'm giving her crap. Yes, you can only hit it once, but I do appreciate it. Jennifer on the cloud says, good night. You guys, though, make sure you guys get in that Patreon if you guys can. I said I wasn't going to push it anymore, but I'll try a little bit because I have really fun with that, you guys. I want to make that more of a thing that we can do some live shows in there. You know, you guys will get some behind the scene pictures, but make sure you guys do check that Patreon out. It helps me out a ton. It really, really does. Make sure you guys hit that like button for one. Also, get in that Facebook group. I'll try to quick grab it here. Let me see here. Let me put that in there. Should shrink up there for sure. All right. So that's in there. Okay. So we're going to run down the thing. We're going to run down it. So thank you so much for coming in here. Also, you guys, check out that Facebook group. Check out that Facebook group. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Check out the Facebook group. And lastly, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you get notified and come in here right now, live, so you can ask me questions and have a good time. Also, check out that Patreon. It really is an amazing platform that really helps me out. And I think you guys get some fun out of it. I mean, next time you're buying your $4 or $5 coffee, you could like, you know, I could be in Patreon for $1 right now, or I could pledge one coffee price to this channel that you have so much fun at, to this community that really helps me out. And you guys, I do really appreciate it if you guys check out that Patreon. It really, like I said, it really does help me out. It's amazing, and you guys rock that. Everyone that's in Patreon, you guys are amazing. I thank you. But you guys can get pictures, videos in there before they're released on YouTube, and behind the scenes stuff and some other cool stuff. So make sure you guys get in there. I would appreciate it for sure. Let me check one or two things in here quick. Jennifer, good night. See you later, Jennifer. Not going to the KC event. I'm not, I don't think, unless something changes. Euro says, I guess you're worth the coffee. I hope so. I hope that you guys get enough value and entertainment out of this that it could be at least worth a coffee. I would appreciate it. James says, hot it and quit it. That's the safe way to say it. Hot it and quit it. Very, very cool. All right, you guys. But anyway, hit that like button, get in the Facebook group, check out the Patreon. Thank you so much for jumping in here. We'll see what's going on tomorrow. Post office is closed, so we'll probably go live tomorrow. We'll see how everything works out. But I'm out of here, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate everything you guys do for me, and thank you so much for coming in here, hanging out, have a good time, getting those questions in there. I really do appreciate it. I'm out of here, guys. Thank you so much. I'll catch you on the next one. Pocket Profit out.